Good afternoon, people. Yeah, it's been a minute. I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays and Thanksgiving. Hope you're thankful for a lot of stuff. I'm sure I know I am. I just want to talk about something that has been again brought to my attention, as I like to do a lot of times. What has been brought to my attention is that as I'm sitting here, doing my research or just listening to certain stuff, because it is 12 o'clock and you do just want to focus, put your mind right, you know what I mean. So when we talk about the things that have happened over the course of the last 20 years, let's say that, because it's been 22 years, but I'll say since I was 18 years old, the things that have transgressed in our society and our government is due to us, the American people. Myself, I'm black, so myself and other people of ethnicity, have been ignorant to what has been going on in our laws, in our school systems, in our meat markets, in our dairy farms. We've been lost because we came into an era, 80s, 90s, where in our communities there was drugs, there was guns, there was gangs. There was things that in suburban neighborhoods you didn't see. In well-to-do neighborhoods you wouldn't find. And if you did, it was few and far between, and they didn't really put that on the news, emphasize how it's happening everywhere. Meth labs, they still exist, people. They still in suburban and very well-to-do neighborhoods. They're still in the basements of their parents' houses, or the house out back. A lot of them might have houses out back where their kids can go to, bungalows and et cetera, et cetera. The house over the garage, got all that old good stuff in it. It exists, people. So because of our non due diligence, we have come in a pinnacle time in our life where we must pay attention now. If you're 40, 35 and up, you have to pay attention now, because if we don't get certain things back, then all things will be lost. Particularly now when we have a president that doesn't side on any racial term other than money. If your money ain't right, forget about you. It don't matter if you prejudice or not, or if you racist or not. If you're not in the top echelon of money making, you're no one anyway. That's why you're gonna be hard pressed to get $15 an hour now. And it's all to be blamed by the Electoral College. But I think I put enough out there, and there's enough buzz out there now going around with the Electoral College that it's known. So let's get down to the brass tacks of solutions, because that's what I'm gonna bring to you, people. I'm gonna bring solutions to the overall problems that exist in our neighborhoods. And I can't say gun violence gonna stop, because it ain't. You got police with guns, you got people with guns, you got the NRA promoting gun. You got no one fighting, not even presidents fighting for the gun rights or the people right not to die by the hands of guns. So when you have guns in play, you're gonna have death, people. There's no other way around that. However, there is something we can do, people. There is something we can do. We can lock our guns up, keep them away from our kids. We can pay more attention to our children about their mental status and what they are doing and who they are hanging around with and what type of stuff they being involved in on the internet and things like that. We can monitor our children. We have Wi-Fi. They have parental stuff on Wi-Fi that you can control, people. And if you're not interested in controlling your what your children take in, then you're not interested in society as a whole being well. That's the pure simplicity of it all, people. So let's get down to the brass tacks of solutions. How do we solidify solutions? Okay, we have to stand up and say, hey, There has to be a health care law for everyone. And in turn, for it being a health care law for everyone, we would like for our wages to reflect what laws need to have, what we need to have as a people to make our lives better. Healthcare for all, a lot of people agree, man, it is better. What is not good is that the wages aren't compensating for the influx in our life. And by the wealthiest not paying taxes, they must give us more money so we ourselves don't have the problems that exist today. So we have to pay attention to educational things. Did you know that a lot when we were going to school, when I was, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, in every school I went to, there was a special ed class. Even in high school, middle school, elementary school, there was special ed everywhere. Now you can't even get that special ed. There's, charter schools probably don't have special ed. Local schools probably don't have special ed like they used to. And we have special needs children all over this United States of America, people. So why aren't there special ed classes in school? Because children need to see that. Even normal children, above normal, average children, above average, need to see special children, man, so they grow compassion for the elderly, so they grow compassion for the weak, so they grow compassion is the key word. Compassion for someone who don't have what they have. That's how you have that compassion being embedded in them when they're children. If you have a segregated school and children only grow up with their own kind, what you have when they go to college is a problem, because they might like that caramel skin. They might like that, peanut butter skin. They might like that pecan skin. Now you got a problem because you didn't let them identify and adjust to what was going on in today's society. Today's society, 2016, soon to be 2017, it's different than it was 1997, 1967, 1937. It's different. 10, 100, 1,000 times different. So people, we have to change with society. Even older people have to change with society. We can no longer embed our children with racism. We can no longer not identify the problems that exist in our country, the laws, the inefficiencies, the inequalities. We can no longer identify with the wrongs and say they are right. We can no longer do that. We have to stand up, fight, take notice, and put our stamp on the next generations of laws that affect us all, that are for us all, that do for us all. Why are we one of the richest countries in the world and we still got homelessness? And most of them homeless people, the majority of them probably are veterans, but nobody stopped to talk to them to know. So you must understand, people, we can do better as a whole if we stick together, stand together. We can do better as a whole. That much we all have to know. And what I want everyone to take away from this 10 minutes that I'm giving you is that we gotta come together. We can no longer look in our past and let our past be the dictator of our present and our future. With that being said, everyone, stay safe, stay strong, stay solid. I'm out.